Hey guys, this is Dan with Suburban Bushcraft again. I like to do fire starts, so what we're going to do here is just do a quick start with some uh, cedar bark and some feather sticks, and just going to light it with a lighter. Just show how it works. Everybody carries a lighter in their bug out bag. That's one of the main things that people like to carry. They always work, right? Your lighter is always going to be a good thing. It'll be faster than matches. It'll be more. It should be faster than using a ferro rod because you'll get a flame rather than a spark. Right. So we're just going to gather some bark off the cedar. I really like red cedar, and there's a whole ton of it in the woods right by my house, and it's really nice. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's been knocked down by the wind, so I gather pieces up and bring it home and do wood carving with it and all kinds of other things. So, all right. And I'm still using the Kershaw Open Assist folder. It's great. Just gonna grab some bark off of this. It doesn't really matter what kind of bark you're using, right? Because in watching Dave Canterbury's Fire School, he always answers questions about, well, what kind of tree is that, or what kind of bark are you using? And he always says that it's not really important what kind of tree it is, it's the properties of it. And this is flaky and papery, and it works. Now, if we were going to do like a big bird's nest or something like that, or a big tinder bundle, this might be part of it. But for these purposes, it works to get things started. Alright, so I'm just kind of roughing this up, and as you see all the dust flying off everywhere, this is just a little kind of ember catching piece here. Just going to set it in there. Hope you can see it. Okay. Alright, so here I've got some shavings. These were all just kind of left over from spoons I made and things like that, but I just save it all up in a little box for just this purpose. So let's light her up. So it seems like my lighter doesn't want to get a flame, I'm just getting sparks. So on to plan B. I've got my first aid kit that I keep in my bag. I always bring it outside with me when I'm doing carving or playing with fire, because I have a tendency to get hurt. I have multiple scars all over my hands for just that reason. Everybody that I know is like used to seeing me with band-aids on my fingers and stuff. So I think my next option is going to be some antibiotic ointment and one of these gauze pads. If you've got your first aid kit, you might be able to spare one. So let's see how that works. Alright. I've seen lots of guys do this. Survivor Man, all the different people, that do different things on TV and stuff. So, it's certainly not my idea or anything. But I've always kind of wanted to give it a go. So we'll take this and process it a little bit. Get all the fibrous stuff out here. Process it up. Alright, just set that in there. Give a little squirt with the antibiotic ointment. I'm sure being generous with it won't hurt. It's a big tube. Plenty for any cuts that I get later. And I'll kind of work it in there a little bit. All in those cotton and whatever kind of, poly fibers these might be. And nestle it in there. Alright. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see if just a little spark that catches up quick. Better get in there. You got your paper too. Might as well use your resources, right? And that seemed to do the trick. So your first aid kit is got a lot more uses than just for first aid. Like I said, you know, we've seen other people do this, and I think that it's worthwhile to, you know, give credit where credit's due. So, you know, it's not my idea or anything like that, but it's pretty cool and it works, and everybody should have their first aid kit anyway. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got my first aid kit in this little pencil case. I picked a red one, and it's got all the different things that you would have in a first aid kit. I've got a couple of them in my bag that I take with me when we go out to the woods, or in my, you know, bug out bag or whatever. This one's first aid, it's red. I've got a blue one that's got, you know, a toothbrush and a washcloth and things like that. And then I've got a purple one that's got fire starting materials and things like that, so I keep it in my bag. I think these cost a couple dollars. I certainly saw it on one of the YouTube channels. I can't recall exactly who it was, but I thought it was an awesome idea, so now I've got that going. Alright, well, this is Dan from Suburban Bushcraft. Do what you have to with what you have. It can be done anywhere. Have a good day, guys.